In 2025, everyone is talking about US, India, China, but there's one market, one economy which has given 70% returns in last 6 months, right? That is Japan. This is the highest that they've got after 1989, right? अब सवाल ये है that how did Japan manage to do this? The traditional mechanism of Japanese companies was to save cash. They saved almost $2 trillion in cash. Can you imagine? Right? Now the Tokyo Stock Exchange made a rule. उन्होंने बता दिया that any company which is having a price to book ratio of less than 1, they have to improve their shareholder returns. Right? Basically हुआ क्या 2023 में there was a yen 10 trillion buyback, right? That is roughly $65 billion, and dividends भी record high पे चले गए. The return on equity went from 5% to 10%. Basically अब जापानीज मार्केट भी शेयर होल्डर फ्रेंडली होने लग गया था. 2021 में अगर हम देखें, there was a 35% dip in the value of yen against dollar. That was basically a jackpot for Japanese companies like Toyota, Sony, Honda. Just to give you a perspective, every 1 yen depreciation led to an increase of 40 billion yen profit for Toyota. Basically weak yen and strong profits, right? 30 साल के बाद इन्फ्लेशन आया है फाइनली जापान के अंदर. यस, जापान में इन्फ्लेशन नहीं हुआ करता था एंड इट इज अराउंड 2%. वेजेस इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं, इकोनॉमी रिवाइव हो रही है, right? And the Bank of Japan has kept a low interest rate, even currently of roughly around 0.5%. So there is tons of liquidity. Market is getting full support, right? And Japan is quietly conquering the semiconductor and the robotics market globally. Companies जैसे कि Tokyo Electron, Advantest, Renesas, AI demand की वजह से record profits book कर रहे हैं. Now here comes the icing on the cake. The legendary investor Warren Buffett, उन्होंने अपना स्टेक जापानीज मार्केट्स में बढ़ाकर 8.5% कर दिया है एंड ही कॉल्स दिस वैल्यू प्लस ग्रोथ स्टोरीज. फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर्स ने एक साल के अंदर दे हैव पम्प्ड इन रफली $57 billion इनटू द जापानीज स्टॉक मार्केट्स. दैट इज द हाईएस्ट since 2013. Japanese markets are also touted as the best market in Asia, obviously after India. So basically Nikkei की 70% rally is not a fluke. It is a combination of corporate reforms, weak yen and AI boom. Finally 30 साल के बाद Japan वापस आ रहा है and it is time for Japan 2.0. So for such interesting national and international finance stories, follow for more.